Good afternoon. Happy advisory time. This is the pre-administration video for the SAT test in April. All students taking the SAT, and that would be all juniors here at Greeley High School, must complete the pre-administration prior to test date. Teachers, please be aware that you will need to pause the video in certain places while students complete these sections on their answer sheets. We need to give them time to complete, so you will just press the pause button on the video while they do that. Please also remember that the SAT is on Tuesday, April 9th. All students are expected to attend on that day. Let's begin. Teachers, please give each student an answer sheet, a mobile opt-in policy, which is one of the sheets in your packet, and a copy of the student answer sheet instructions. Please pause this video while you hand these things out to students. Each of your answer sheets should have a label on them, and that label should have your identification information. This should reduce the time of the pre-administration for us today as well. So first, you're going to take out the answer sheet instructions that your teacher gave you, and please follow along in the booklet as I read these instructions to you. Today, we will complete the identification information portion of the SAT answer sheet. You will be able to take advantage of your free score sends by indicating which colleges, university, or scholarship programs to send your scores to. You'll also have the opportunity to opt in to Student Search Service and provide information about yourself to help connect you with eligible colleges and universities. So this will be part of the pre-administration to make those choices. If you are using a large block answer sheet, read the directions on the front page for how to mark your answers. Your page numbers will be different from those I announce, but the field numbers will be the same as the field numbers I gave for everyone. You'll mark the squares with an X instead of having to fill in the bubbles. Okay, so here we go. Please make sure on your answer sheet that your correct legal name appears on the label. Raise your hand if your name is not correct, and it needs to be your legal name. Teachers should pause the video now while students check that. For field number 1, begin by filling in your legal last name, first name, and middle initial, if you have one, in field 1. Include spaces, hyphens, or apostrophes if these are part of your name. Print the letters in all caps, that's all capital letters, in the boxes. Then fill in the corresponding bubbles. Make sure each mark is dark and completely fills in the bubble. Look up when you are done. Again, I want to remind you that this is your legal name, so it is not your abbreviated name. It's not the name you go by. If your name is John, don't put Jack. It's your legal name. Teachers should pause now while students complete their name and fill in the bubbles. For fields 2 and 3, currently you're going to move on to field number 2. Oh, I'm sorry. I take that back. You're not going to do field number 2. You're going to go to field number 5. You're going to print and bubble in your state ID number, starting with the first column to the left. So you're going from the left side. You can find your state student ID number in the upper left corner of the label. If there are letters in your ID number, skip them and only enter the numbers. If you don't know your state ID number, please raise your hand. Look up when you are done. So your ID number is on your label, and that is the number you are going to put in field number 5. Teachers should pause the video now. In field 7, fill in all 3 parts of your date of birth. Any 2-digit field needs to start with a 0 if the number is less than 10. So for example, if you were born on the 4th of March, it would be 04 for 4, and March would be 03. Fill in only the last 2 digits of the year you were born. Raise your hand if you have any questions. Again, teachers should pause the video now. At this point, we're going to skip all the way to field number 15. Turn to page 3 of your answer sheet. Field 15 asks if you would like to opt into Student Search Service. This service can help you connect with opportunities. Saying yes to this service allows eligible colleges and universities and scholarship and other educational programs to send you information about the educational and financial aid opportunities that they offer. Eligible colleges and universities and scholarship and other educational programs that request it will receive information you provide on the answer sheet. But they will not receive your actual test score or phone number. There is more information about Student Search Service in your student answer sheet instructions. If you do not answer and previously chose to participate in this service, the College Board will continue providing your information. Please make your selection. A lot of you probably answered yes to this when you did the PSATs, and it caused you to get a lot of emails from colleges. If you want to continue getting that, you will click yes. If you don't want that information anymore, you will check no, and that information will stop coming to you. You can also change this decision later by going into your College Board account. Teachers, you're welcome to pause if you think students need a little more time to finish this section. For Field 16, if you would like to get information from the College Board via email, including information about your scores once they become available online, write in your email address and fill in the corresponding bubbles in Field 16. Indicate at the top of the field whether this is your own email address or a parent's or guardian's address. If you give your own email address and opted in to the Student Search Service, you may also get information from colleges sent to your email address. Please look up when you have finished. So if you put your email address in here, College Board will send you information like PSAT scores are coming up, the SAT is coming, your SAT scores are now online. You will only get information from colleges if you also answered yes to question number 15. So teachers should pause now while students complete their email address information. For Field 17, this one asks for your U.S. mobile number. Only U.S. mobile numbers are accepted. Please review the document I gave you about the mobile opt-in policies before deciding whether to give your number. You will be able to take this document home with you for later reference. By providing your number, you agree to receive text messages from the College Board about the SAT, about participating in research surveys, and about getting free information on college planning services. Standard text message rates apply. You may opt out at any time. The College Board will not share your phone number with any organization. Please know that this field is optional. If you do agree to these terms, enter your phone number and fill in the corresponding bubbles, but it is an optional section. So please look up when you're done, and teachers should pause the video now. Now we're going to go back to field number 14, which we skipped earlier. This is on page 2 of your answer sheet. When you take the SAT as part of the SAT school day, you're entitled to send your scores for free to as many as 4 colleges, university, or scholarship programs. Completing this section is optional. Colleges and universities are always eager to get scores from students, even if you are not ready to apply. Open your student answer sheet instruction booklet and find the score reporting code list. Use this list to find the 4-digit number for the schools or scholarship programs you want to send your scores to. U.S. colleges and universities are listed first in order by state, and then alphabetically by name. Institutions in the U.S. territories come next, followed by international ones. The final list in this document shows scholarship programs listed by state or country in alphabetical order. For each place you want to send scores to, copy the 4 digits in the boxes and fill in the corresponding bubbles. If using a large block answer sheet, you would print the digits as clearly as you can. Let me know if you have any questions. The question that is most asked is, one, if this is mandatory. It is optional. It does mean that your scores will be sent to colleges automatically, and you won't have seen the scores before you send them. So some students do prefer to send their scores only after they actually get their results. If you send them after you get the results, it's no longer free for you to send them. There is a cost attached to sending your scores. It's not super expensive. I can't remember exactly, but it's somewhere between maybe $10 and $12. So you want to be thoughtful about whether or not you want to send out your scores blindly. So teachers, you want to pause this while students fill out this section. Now we'll complete the rest of the fields starting on page 3 of your answer sheet, pages 8 to 15 on a large block answer sheet. There are certain advantages for you to complete this optional information. It's important that you know the College Board will be able to use this information and provide it to others for additional uses such as research. You can complete these fields or leave them blank. It's up to you. If your parent or guardian has told you that you shouldn't complete any optional or voluntary information, please just sit quietly as we go through this activity. Do not complete any field that asks for information your parent or guardian has told you not to provide. So again, they've made it very clear that this is optional. So for fields 18 to 21, you are going to use your instruction booklet and complete. Again, this is fields 18 to 21. Look up when you are done. I don't have what these fields are, but most of the time fields 18 to 21 are about classes you've probably taken at the high school. Do the best you can. This is optional information to collect data, so there's no necessarily right or wrong answer. If they're asking you if you've taken an AP course, but you've taken an IB course, you can consider those under AP and IB, can be considered the same for this purpose. And you certainly can ask your teacher if you need help with, what a pre-calculus class is and if you've taken that, etc. But know that you're just doing the best you can at answering these questions. So teachers should pause now while students complete fields 18 to 21. Now you're going to turn to page 11 of your answer sheet to complete fields 22 through 38 using your instruction booklet. Again, these are probably questions about activities at school, about courses that you've taken, about your hopes and dreams for the future. So do the best you can to answer these. And again, teachers should pause right now while the students complete this section. At this point, you're going to leave fields A through E unmarked. So when you're finished with all of this pre-registration, you should close your student answer sheet instruction booklet and place it next to your answer sheet on your desk. Please wait quietly while others finish. Raise your hand if you have any questions. So the next instructions are for the teachers. After the session is complete, you should collect the answer sheets. Please put them in alphabetical order, as we have to then put them in alphabetical order as well. And let the students know, and you can all hear me. So students, your answer sheets will be returned to you actually on test day. Students can keep the mobile opt-in policies for your future reference and late night reading. It would be great if teachers can just look before they dismiss the students and make sure that things were bubbled in correctly. If a student did miss this, we will have to bring them in to complete this pre-registration with us individually. I appreciate your time and good luck on SAT day.